Hello YouTube. It has been like a week or two since I've recorded, and about 3 months since I recorded Final Fantasy. So, with all the other games coming out, I just did not play Final Fantasy for quite a while. So, uh, we have a new event going on, so I need to do that. That's the primary thing we're gonna do here, and then we'll see what else we do. I think, based on the last video, I did not upload the last video until today, as of recording this. Um, so, I think it was that we were left off on the Crystal Towers, which I don't really want to do right now today yet. They're not so bad. It's just I'm not a huge fan of the Alliance raids because there's so much that goes on in them. But we'll get to it probably in the next video. Dress to protect. And excuse me if my voice does not survive very well. I've been sick, so I haven't been talking a ton, obviously. If you haven't heard about this year's Moonfire Faire, Mayuru will steer you in the right direction. So I had to do this because we get more glamour stuff, and you have to get the glamour. So you can get these glasses. You can get this jacket. Ugly color, but you can dye both the shirt and the jacket. And you get like these some. I don't know what they're supposed to be shorts, but and then you get just sandals. Actually, like all of these like individually for their own purposes. Oh, I didn't. God damn it! I thought I did that for this character too. I don't remember how to do this now. Let me pause this while I fix this, because I thought I did this for this character too. I know I did this for my stream character. I thought I did this for this character. 1 second. I know. Okay. So all I was doing was I wanted to get into this mouse mode, because you can move the thing around. That way the chat blocker doesn't overlap. Did accidentally progress the dialogue, but normal mode. Ahoy adventurer, wishing you could sail away from your summer heat. This year's Moonfire Faire has exactly what you need. The prior dialogue is in the chat window, so I can still see it though. Our festival is the valorously perspiring face of the Adventurers Guild. So I beg that you partake in our offerings. I've actually done this multiple times already on my characters, but I've never actually read the dialogue because I knew I was going to record it. So while I know what to do, I don't know what the dialogue is leading to it. So this is gonna my technical first time reading, not first time doing the event, which is kind of funny. This year's star attraction is the Queen Lemon, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. If you seek thrills and some much needed chill, head to Costa del Sol and speak with Chief Chaperone. Her Air Maga? I have no idea how to say that name. And that's actually a negative because that's one of the main people you talk to, so. But yeah, when I was streaming, I noticed that the last time I streamed with the character, I had noticed that the dialogue got blocked off by the little thing. So, but I looked into how I could move it. So, I'm also trying a new layout for on my healer, where I have more buttons down here and stuff. So eventually I might swap that layout to this character so we have more options of buttons, because like I have like almost a second bar above it, and all I have to do is like double tap the button instead. So like my teleport and stuff is not on my main bars, so I have more combat skills. I'm kind of liking it. I was doing it more before, but the problem with that was um, I took like a 3-month break. I was gonna test it out, and then on the next time I recorded, use it here if I liked it, but I haven't had time, and I don't actually remember 100% all the options to switch it over. Anyway. Ah, no. Here's a strapping lass. Precisely who I was hoping to see. Mayoru sent you to help us, I expect? Well, don't be a stranger. Come up, and I'll tell you all about our event. We got a pool. What also what we got over here? Whee! You can't have a mount on the boat, so you gotta time where you bring them out. Or you just fall and fumble. They definitely had this event before, but I don't know if they've had this event before, because I've never experienced the Moonfire Faire before. But I have, I know that the summer clothes that I can earn from like a past event kind of thing was Moonfire Faire. So I'm sure they've had this event before, but I don't know if they've had this one. Oop. So this is another jumping puzzle thing. I got really high in this one. There's no point in doing this one though, from my understanding. Like there's no achievement or anything. So it's just bragging rights if you do it. Oh, I can make that without sprinting. I've done it. Unless there is a difference between classes, but just because I have little legs, I don't think I'm... Oh, that was just a horrible jump. I made it pretty high. I think I was like almost there. And then I was like, I'm probably gonna do this for the recording, so I'm not gonna spend too long trying to do this. I overshot it that time. I don't mind jumping puzzles, but if it, because I think somebody missed it. It's just getting the timings and stuff down, but I don't have the patience to do most of them. There's the one in Stormblood that's really, really hard. I've never made it to the top. Nah. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble making this now. After I figured out that I could just run and jump, I was making it every time, and now I'm not. There must be a little bit of a different timing. Like a visual cue or something that I'm doing differently. Falling in the water hurts, apparently. I'm not the only one falling in the water. So the first time I did this, I was doing this with sprint. I have enough speed to make it there. But I learned that I didn't need it, but now I don't know why I'm not. Oh, I think I'm not jumping at the edge. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what's happening. I'm not jumping at the edge. I mean, we'll find out. The more I do it. We definitely got closer, so I do think it's something about like jumping at the edge. By the way, that jump is about like halfway. So I'm not even halfway up. Maybe not even halfway, actually. Cause you gotta go up all the way. Yeah, those little jumps, those are all jumps you gotta make too. I've made it on that, but I couldn't make it past that. I don't want to have to sprint, because sprint has a cooldown. And it makes these like, controlled jumps harder. Which are faster. You need to make it all the way up these things yet. The top is that circle. Make that. I don't think I can make that jump. I think I need to go there to there. Oh no, wait. There's a piece up. Can I make that jump? Maybe. Can. That was the highest I've been, I think. I did it too early. You really gotta get like the edge if you aren't sprinting. You don't have enough momentum otherwise. I kind of want to do it just once to prove that I can do this jumping puzzle since it's going to go away. And I don't... It's not that hard, but it's not that easy either. Like, in the grand scheme of things, Kugane, or however you say it, in Stormblood is way harder. And I've gotten much higher in Kugane than this one even goes. Oh, god damn it. Hate when I overshoot that one. I won't spend a ton of time. I would just like to get to the top, but I've showed off in general, so I'm not gonna worry about actually making it to the top unless I like do pretty quickly. Ah, shit. Second I jumped, I knew I was aiming wrong. I'm not gonna remotely make it. I like how I can't see names, obviously, and even if, well, I would see enough of a name to know they're the same people, but I like how there's like the same people climbing. You can tell by their glamour. We're all trying to make it. We're like, we will make it up here. No. Okay. I'm gonna leave it be for now. But if you look, oops. Also, beautiful firework. Yeah, see, we were right, like, there. We'd have to go, like, around. And then we had, like, all of that. So we're probably, like, roughly... We're probably, like, roughly right there. And I'm guessing, based on this, we would have had to jump, like, around here. All around. And then we'd be up there. So we were almost at the top. I think we made it like around here, maybe here. And I think when I did it on my own, I made it around here, like just below it. So I've been up there quite a bit. It's just literally persistence. There's nothing else about it. Welcome aboard the Queen Lemon. First, an overview of her facility. I remember to turn off the chat cover. This venue is designed to incorporate Eorzea's premier summertime recreation. You name it, we have it. Water chutes, a deluxe swimming bath, a performance area, and for the true thrill seekers, cannon rides. Master Jijiruju spared no expense for this year's fair, and its novelty has garnered swarms of visitors. But when you're out on the water, there's no telling when a disaster might strike. Fortunately, we've hand-selected a team of elite swimmers for just such an eventuality. The Men's Coast Guard is standing by to help visitors in need. It is to this force that I would recruit you, provided you're willing. Consider this Coast Guarded. Any incentives I should know about? Consider this Coast Guarded. I didn't even know there's choices here because I kept skipping it. You will, of course, be compensated, and the stylish Udall made uniform will be yours to keep. Your first task will be a simple patrol. Speak with our guests and ensure everyone is having a safe and enjoyable time here. Checking in with your colleagues is also standard protocol. Once you've made your rounds, report back to me. But your uniform. Ask Obiano, and she'll find one in your size. Get dressed and start patrolling, guardswoman. I'm counting on you. Okay, so that makes sense. We're a Coast Guard for the tasks. Oh, I forgot to put the chat cover. Well, no, it just ended, so I didn't do it. Didn't do it too late. There's a vendor. I didn't even know there was a vendor. That tells you how much I paid attention. I know what most of these will end up doing, but yeah, they're just fireworks. Ah, so it's based on like what one? So Gridani is green. Gotcha. I'll have to come back here and grab a bunch of these just because I'm glad I noticed that they said a vendor. But there's nothing too exceptional. And I apparently already have one. You must be able to get these also from like the Palace of the Dead. These must be the ones that these tracers or something. They must come from something else as well. I like the pinwheel one. Anyway, give me my uniform. Thanks for joining the Coast Guard. Let's get you dressed for the job. Now, where did I put the Lalafell-sized uniform? Ah, here we are. Nearly overlooked them. Off you go then. These facilities won't patrol themselves. You must continue wearing your Coast Guard uniform in order to progress. You'll change back to normal garments if you move too far away. Micro third to restore or prolong the chins. Okay. We had 30 minutes to do this. Ain't I stylish? Also, Midgar Soma. I am not your fucking cat scratch post. Can you get off my head? I totally started playing again because of this event. Just because I was like, ooh, free shit I need to get. And now I haven't stopped. Again. So you can expect more of these videos most likely. Say for me one more time, if ever you're in danger or need assistance, seek the color yellow. Right you are. The Men's Coast Guard is working tirelessly to ensure the safety of all. May our yellow garb shine like a beacon for those in need. Oh, my apologies. I didn't see you there. Another adventurer come to join the Coast Guard, I take it? As you can see, I'm teaching our guests how to spot us. Lucky we're all wearing this eye-catching shade of yellow, eh? Well, it's eye-catching, alright. Hold on, you don't suppose the artisan who crafted our uniforms chose this color for that very purpose, do you? What an astonishing level of forethought. I better put as much effort into my lecture as the weaver put into this uniform. Whee! Concerned guest. Another guard, I take it. If you have a moment, I need to speak with you and your comrade here. Oh, fantastic. I was just hoping another guard would come along. There's a bit of trouble. It's hard to see from the surface, but this beam's starting to splinter. Thought I'd alert the Coast Guard before someone gets hurt. I wanted to report the issue straight away, but I need to make sure that other guests do not approach this area. Could you consult him about this in my stead? We do well to send for repairs. Much obliged to both of you. We're all in safe hands with you lot on patrol. You know what? We're a thrill seeker. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm in the damn disguise. Boo! I'll have to do it after then. I like how it's called a disguise, too, by the way. It's my uniform, but it's a disguise. Join the Coast Guard, have you? From this post, I shall keep a watchful eye on our cannon riders. And in such comfort, here in this water, this magnificent uniform is as a second skin. The artisan who stitched these is unmistakably a master of the craft. Were I to have the opportunity, I should very much like to thank them. This thrill! It speaks to me, now I simply must speak to you. My great-grandmother, she originally hailed from the South Sea Isles, where our people catapulted themselves into the treetops to dislodge coconuts. Perfect, I was gonna say, last time I did this event, there was a shark right here. We're gonna be eaten. Look at that thing. Look how big that thing is. Look how small we are. Into the treetops to dislodge coconut. Is a cannon ride a catapult, I thought? Only one way to find out. And so I recklessly launched myself, rocketing through the air as my courageous ancestors once did. Yes, to honor their memory, I think I'll go another round. Whee! Welcome back, my friend. Anything to report? There was about a splinter, somebody like jumping in cannons, good outfits. The water chutes have a splintering support beam. I'll arrange for repairs straight away. As for our other guests, I'm glad to hear that all is well. Sounds like our uniforms are serving their purpose. I just woke up. Why am I fucking so tired? Are serving their purpose admirably. No doubt the weaver who made them would be glad to hear. Help! My leg! Someone save me! Splash, splash. Did you hear that? Someone is in need. Quick, take the spyglass and find them. Their surroundings for the distressed. They don't look distressed. They're reclining. These guests look at a piece of water. Perhaps assistance is needed elsewhere. I can't even target those two. I know the one that's distressed is over here. Half dead in the water. A lone guest floats face down in the water. She needs help. Over there. Leave it to me. Phew. I knew this thin fabric would feel so heavy in the water. Should have thought to wear a uniform myself. I can't thank you enough. My legs seized up, and the current began pulling me out to sea. You should come and rest a while on deck. I guess I could have taken the cover away. You should come and rest a while on deck. We have a healer aboard who can take a look at you. I confess I'd hoped to introduce the two of you in a more dignified fashion, but oh well. Eh? How embarrassing. Anyway, let's return to the Queen of the Mint. I'll explain everything then. Wait, she's somebody important. Literally, I don't know anything about the story. Like I said, I've done it for multiple characters, but since I knew I was gonna record it, I didn't bother. Good news. According to the healer, no lasting harm was done, and we have your sharp eye to thank for that, or thank for it. Now then, it's time the two of you were properly acquainted. This woman is none other than. Hey, Maga. Who did you shut up? We just got word of the rescue. Is the poor soul alright? Ah, you three. All is well, all is well. Allow me to introduce Zenya? Zanza? Zanza? I don't know. The adult weaver responsible for the peerless uniforms you're all wearing. Wow, so the weaver is the one that drowned. Okay. Also, I didn't even notice that the person standing here when I skipped the cutscene was the person we saved at the beach, because I did not see her face. I only saw, like, because she's face down in the water in the one, and then when you get on the shore, when I skip the cutscene, all you see is her back. An honor to make your acquaintance. I was anxious to see if my pieces were functioning as intended, so I decided to participate in the festivities as a guest. I'm afraid my exhaustion from work caught up to me at a critical moment. I can only apologize for the trouble I've caused. No trouble at all. Your successful rescue is but proof that your clever design functions precisely as you intended. Is that not so? That's true. Even at a considerable distance, my eyes were naturally drawn to that vivid yellow. I'm glad to know that my design does what little it can to help keep people safe. You're too humble by half. These uniforms give us the confidence to do our jobs, both in and out of the water. Truly, you're too kind. Now I can return to my atelier with an easy heart. Leaving so soon? Surely you've earned a break from your work. Come, stay a while. And speaking of earning things, that uniform is now yours, Lily. May you wear it with pride. Oh, how very generous. You fully intended to prevail upon her aid for the remainder of the festival, don't you? No, break time's over. Back to work, the lot of you. As for you, Lily, feel free to enjoy the fair to your heart's content. But as always, safety first. And now we have the uniform. And with that, we have attended the event. Just one more thing to show off. Whee! Yo, I would sink with all this. Can you imagine hitting the water with all this goddamn armor on? Let's give the jumping buzz a little more. I'm gonna be too zoomed in. Damn it. I saw that coming a mile away. Didn't see that one. I don't know if it's just me, but jumping sideways seems way easier for those short jumps. Oh, I guess that's somebody's minion. I was like, is there a little cat running on the water? Could be somebody's minion. They follow us, but they don't follow us, like, consistently. I don't get why I don't make that. Like, I can't make that jump consistent for some reason. If I could make this jump consistent, it'd be a lot easier to attempt this, I think. And like, I could make it consistent by using sprint, but then I would have to worry about the cooldown of sprint. And the speed increase for the other jumps. I feel like that one's further than it is. Like, it's actually a smaller jump than I think. Damn it. My thoughts exactly, Lily. Ow! So I guess, for the sake of this, I don't need the cover on because I don't have chat on doing this. I think I found a visual cue, but it's a tight one, so I'm not even having it. I don't think it's gonna make it consistent. If I do it though, I think I will be able to get it every time. Like every time that I actually pay attention enough and hit it just right, I should be able to make it. Not where I'm going? Did I not make that jump before? Yeah. Shit. Where do I go from here? Can't make that, can I? I think that seems too far, that seems too high. I need to make those jumps, so I need to... get over there. Can I make that? Seems wild. Those last jumps seem wild. Both ways seem ridiculous, but that was like the last stretch. If I can make one of those jumps, I can get to the top. By the way, my visual cue here is if you watch my character, she dips a little bit. And if I jump after the dip, I get the jump. But I have to do it after. If I do it even a second before or like during, I'll make that jump. No, I'm not making that jump. Like I said, I got a visual cue for that one, so made that one easier. And I just need to get up here and figure out how to do the other ones. So let's see about going this way. Like right from the get-go. Damn it! I thought I had that. I should have tried to change the camera angle to see better. But I thought I would have had it with that distance. Too early. I didn't dip. It's raining, it's pouring. Oh, I thought I could have made that jump. I want the bragging rights of making it up here. And on video. The fuck was I standing on? I should have fallen for that one. Ooh, what the fuck? I hit the ceiling. Damn, that didn't happen before. That was unfortunate. Yeah, get your damn chocobo out of the way. To be able to do this one, it's gonna take me too long. And I don't want to spend 3 hours of a video doing this jump puzzle. I like these though. They're just like mindless. Just, you know. About the one in Stormblood that's really hard in Gane. I I used to try it uh like an hour every day for a while. I just couldn't get it. And the worst part is there is something you can get if you get to the top, but you also have to make a really hard jump. And the really hard jump involves you falling all the way down. So even if I make it to the top, I might not get what I need from it. Which sucks. I wonder if I need to be up higher or closer. Yeah, it can be closer. No! I can taste the top and victory, but I can't get it. I like how everybody's in like summer glamour here, like bikinis and stuff, and I'm just sitting here in full armor, making these jumps. End up. Better believe if I do this in my own time and I finally make it, this will become like a TikTok or something. This is definitely the most effort I've put in making this. Highest I've been as well. That was an easy jump and I fucked it up. God damn it. Okay. I give up for now. Let's let's start the Crystal Towers saga, because we gotta do a couple like run around stuff before we continue it, but we're not gonna do the actual raid in this one for sure. But we have to go to like area to area, so there's gonna be a lot of dialogue too. So let's start it up, because I just did it a few days ago on another character. But I didn't watch any of the cutscenes. I'm gonna be interested in rewatching the cutscenes though for this. There's no dialogue. There's no voice during the Crystal Towers either. So, beg my horrible name pronunciations on these people. Why, if it isn't Lily Lovecraft herself, I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. What do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb. Well, the opportunity you spoke of most surely refer to our latest anthropogeographical endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation, and unprepared for or incautious. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find herself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thalsolemn Halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Yeah. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first... Lily? I thought it was you! What brings you to Saint... Cognac? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insurmountable foe, yes? No? Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. That is well, Master Garland. Our intrepid hero here caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you aboard, Lily. You don't have the faintest idea what you're volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The sons of Saint Cognac are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen I forget how you say the empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. But I know that, look, in the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Elegant archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Tol Eva simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Alglian relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Now, to the core of the matter, here in Mordona, there stands an entire Algian structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing in the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon and the Lesser Moon, Elamud, before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Suns and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, and the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heaven. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues, carved into the likeness of the giant swordsmen, the 8 sentinels, as the Suns are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues, or the front door is forever beyond our reach. Your colleagues and I are all ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Lily, but I can think of no finer woman for the task. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. You too, Sid. You too. There's much and more to be done before we begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by a powerful defense mechanism, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the beast tribe strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I want to be focused on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lanusia, where both the Sepsa spawning grounds and Yugamaro mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to you your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Yeah, we gotta get the 4. Once we have the 4 crystals, then it opens up more cutscenes, so on and so forth. But then we have the Alliance raid. And this whole scenario has a ton of cutscenes. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there is relevance to these cutscenes, but not until a later expansion. And maybe like I haven't finished the later expansion. It's Shadowbringer. It's the one I'm last in. But there is relevance to it, and it's well worth remembering this. And I haven't actually watched the cutscenes in a while, so I'll be a little curious myself on it. Wait, do I not have any? Dude, did I just miss it? Oh, I did. I just missed it. And I was like, where's my chocobo, Stitch? I forgot I named my chocobo Stitch. Anyway. Get our crystals. That's our AoE. For both tomahawks, the range. I think that stops. I'm trying to remember what all our skills are. Anyway, we have that crystal now. Also, the free company that I made has gotten high enough to get actions. So now we have reduced by 20% for teleportations. Because remember, the free company is just me, so it's not raising fast because I took a 3-month break. It'd go a lot faster if I had been playing those 3 months. Probably been maxed by now, actually. Well, maybe not maxed, because I think it's quite high to max. It definitely would have been a lot higher. Same with, I didn't do these either. Do, 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 do. Come here. The third hit that heals, right? Yeah, the third hit that heals. Hello. Okay then. That was like really random. It just jumped in, slaughtered it, and then left. Wonder if they were doing the quest too. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the beastmen strongholds. There you go. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Lily. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharak, in the war camp of the Amalja, in Thanalan. The later in Natalan, the roost of the Ixtal, in the hills of Krithis, I think, if I remember right. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Like, bro, couldn't you have just, had me get them immediately? Give me a list of all four, so I could have just gotten them and come back. Like, you're making my life harder, making me go back and forth, back and forth. Another flawless crystal down. Give me my crystal. But yeah, let's put it this way: this crystal tower stuff for cutscenes. Like I skipped the cutscenes when I did it on my other character because again I knew I was gonna do it for this, so I was like, I don't need to watch them multiple times. I just need to watch them once again. Like I do want to see them, but I don't need to sit through them 3-4 times in a row. And I had to like skip like a series of like 3 separate cutscenes. It tells you like how much cutscenes and like screen changes and all that was there for like one cutscene session. Lily, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastman? Here you go. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparation. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Last, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquire are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A promise which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we'll be requiring your services once again. Sanding it down. If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely ether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, ether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmith Guild in Udall seemed like the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no ether sand was currently available, though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in. I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring ether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. That's why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase, and send you to speak directly with the Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of ether sand we require. I have that, so. Okay, Undal is not one that we have. Cheap or free. That way, when we get to the next video, we can just do the tower stuff. Ah, Mr. Slipcraft. Welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on behalf of the Sons of Saint Coniac? What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Rembros with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other three varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with J Jemine? Jemime? Over... I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir. But as I explained, the ether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. Lily! It's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming, and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming ether sand, aren't you? Hey, what's up? Well, I can't deny that Elgin civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with the new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of ether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here. Even for you, lass. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation if not by technologically innovating, eh? While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the ether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? Alright. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Nice to see you too, Big. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected ether sand as well, right? And rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know of a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thanalan who, very occasionally, handles the earth-aspected variety of ether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Fantaland without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Or oh, did I not mention her? Wedge thought it'd be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Save your greetings if you're looking for a hired blade, and you have to look elsewhere. After the day I have had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You used to hear my tale. I warn you, there's no stirring epic. But as you asked my employer, a Lullafellan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. Forget what it was called, but it is apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awakened, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you best be prepared for the worst. It's just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amagina mithril mine, but I fear the bayonets will have caught up with him by now. You left him. Kick you in the kneecap. I'm coming, Wedge. You okay, Wedge? I got you. How could I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair. It's just not the sort of thing I do. And I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Ah! I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Hey, Wedge. Lily! Is it really you? How did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen ether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, it was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal. But I did succeed in snatching the stuff. Before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me, with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen ether sand is right here in my, oh, oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. Where did you drop it? You'll find the ether sand in my stead? Yeah, no shit. Oh, thanks. Thank the gods. You're a true friend, Lily. I hope this search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Damn it. You weren't supposed to see me land. Come on. Get in here and fight me. Oh, Wedge. Lily? Have you had any luck locating the ether sand? Oops. Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect ether sand, and you're working with the chief. Treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting. I must say, I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that ether sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Lily. I love Wedge. I mean, how can you dislike Wedge? I'm sure there's people that do, but I don't get it. I don't feel like it's possible. Ah, Lily, you have returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some ether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? We got earth and fire. I see. Two varieties. Well, that is two more than you could reasonably be expected. And two less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals, I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the seven hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but ether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. I found Biggs and Wedge. They're coming. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Trust them to design a revolutionary new edge in the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive, eh? Now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, my bros, have we any information on where the water or wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Lily has won for our cause, if only for the moment. I think you're right. Oh no. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand. Some days ago, I asked Charlian, acquaintance of mine, to travel to Gridonia and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay on our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parshmantret, the master of the markets in Gridonia. If anyone knows where the ether sand might be bought, it is he. Hello, bud. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase ether sand? Forgive me, madam, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of ether sand in these markets for many a long year. I can tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water-aspected variety of abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the tusked nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. I forgot how much legwork, not like now, but legwork it takes to get into the tower. Obviously, like I said, I did this week, so. But when I was doing the last video, I thought it was much sooner you got into the first Alliance raid. Get out of here. You're too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You'll find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no. You will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hoped to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous. I have no idea how to say that. However, accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of ether sand with you. The wind touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention? Good. A band of Ixil in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing the impurities of lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixtal logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Whoops. I move. Mine. Bravo. That was quite a show, adventure. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of the ether sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This iniquity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within a proud creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. Up above. Damn it, I was hoping it would dodge again. If it did, I would have been able to grab it before before I had to deal with him. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Gift into ether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. Once we unlock the first Alliance raid, I will probably call the video. That way we can start the next video on that. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining erasers? Here you go. You brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. There. That should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the crystal's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was trifling matter, I assure you. Lily here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Uglian's front door. Let's do it. You can't go without us, Chief. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get a chance to study the wonders of the Elegant Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do. But we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged unto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief, it's freedom through technology. Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Elgian Empire could not save their civilization, and have damned the near-doomed ours. Twice! That's why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secret. A compelling viewpoint is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. So you return at last. what pray tell has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the ether sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we'd meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Tia, one of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Tia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. Yeah, sure. He seems cool. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? It is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the sons of Saint Cognac, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation if our adventure is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that Noah stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Elgin Archmagus. Archmagus? Magus? I like the sound of that. Thumbs up, dude. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Noah. Ready! Esteemed colleagues, the secrets of ancient Elgin beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, adventurer. You and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Ambrose, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Elgian history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. Usually one of those fuckers see me. Surprised I got through. Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us, that is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. Time to test it. Damn! No matter how swift they might be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. And work they do. Success! I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Another one bites the dust. Another one goes, and another one goes. Another one bites the dust. This last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. And hey-ya! Aha, we did it. So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Lily and a hand-picked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of this place is well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Lily here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Lily and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us the path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable to that endeavor, historian Giratia. I don't know if that's how you say his name or not. Bah, do you ever tire of being right, old man? Lily, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you're reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via Link's shell, and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remain intact, you have leave to do whatever it is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Lily. And the Labyrinth of Ancients is the first Alliance raid. Duties for Alliances. This duty is designed to be undertaken by an alliance, a squad of 24 adventurers formed of 3 full parties. This battle composition is reserved for large-scale duties only. While you are in an alliance, the class/job icons and the HP bars of the alliance members will appear to the right of the party list. By joining forces with other parties, you can achieve that which would otherwise be impossible. Yeah, the downside to this, well, one, yeah, you can only do it, brain, think. You can only do it with, one tank. There isn't 2 tanks, like, Trials, yeah, the 2 tanks. But there's 3 parties. As you see, 1 tank, 2 healers, 5 DPS, but 3 parties of it. This is such, like, it messes with my brain. So I probably am going to play Red Mage for these 2, just because I don't want to be... If each party had 2 tanks, I'd be okay with it. But it doesn't. So I am probably going to play as the Red Mage. Just because then I'm kind of like a throwaway, for it. What is my... Forget if I just have like a regular heal too. I don't think we have the... I obviously haven't played the Red Mage in a while either, so... Don't sit later. The Vercure is there. Okay, so... Doesn't a Red Mage have the ability to, Oops. No. Anyway, we'll definitely just do the Red Mage just so I'm one of the throwaway DPS when we do it, because One of the things about alliance raids that are bad for me is that I there's so much that goes on in an alliance raid that my brain does not register it very well. Speaking of which, let me move these down here. I'm thinking about it just so I have them here. Um, but yeah, there's so much that goes on in an alliance raid that like my brain does not process it all. I recently did it as a healer. But I had the second healer as backup. I would hate to be the only tank for a team. It just wouldn't feel right. But anyway, I am gonna call this one here. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. It's good to be back.